The agenda was posted on Wednesday, November 12, 2025 at 4:15 p.m.
Thank you. Let's stand briefly for a moment of silence, and we'll be led by the pledge by Veteran Service Officer Steve Hernandez.
Please join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our Texas pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Okay. This time, if there's any members of the audience that want to speak to the court on business matters, please do so at this time.
Sorry.
Okay.
Did y'all not want to?
Yeah, come on. So if you would, please state your name and what your
Robert
address
Overnosky,
and your address.
1835
All right.
Kirkland Hill Road.
All right, thank you. And go ahead.
I just wanted to talk to Mr. Jones again about the Kirkland Hill Road that still hasn't been chip sealed. I got to talk to a couple of your employees at the church picnic there and tours. One says money, one says waiting for the roads to be done, waiting for the road to get compact, ready to go. That road since April has had 34.1 inches of rain on that base material. And in my opinion, there's nothing settles rock better than natural rain. Also, he said that the traffic, because of the bridges on 2311, is the reason y'all haven't pea gravelled or chipped it. Kirkland Hill is 2.6 miles long, 34 residents on it. On the east end of Kirkland Hill Road, you have chip sealed 9/10 of a mile twice. That benefited 2 residences. 32 other residences on the other 1.6 miles got no chip seal at all. They pay taxes, I pay taxes. To me, it doesn't seem fair to chip seal 9/10 of a mile to benefit 2 residents. And yet the other 32 don't get anything. And while we're on chip seal, I don't know do you pick which road get to be paved, or is it your foreman?
In public comment, we cannot answer questions.
This isn't a question and answer
I get to
session.
dove hunt on my granddad's old place in Hill County. That's county line east. From Holy Road all the way to Hill County is 9/10 of a mile. Chip seal look like this floor, beautiful. Not a single McLennan County resident live on that road for 9/10 of a mile. I don't understand why you pick a road that no taxpayers live on and you chip seal it. Now, at the end of it, there's 3 houses in Hill County. This doesn't make sense. Maintenance on the roads, Hill County Road County Line Road south, there's sea canes 18 to 20 foot tall. They didn't grow like that in the last 6 months. And that's not solid, but if you meet a car where those sea canes are leaning in, you have to stop. You can't pay. You can, but you're going to knock your mirrors off. Bloodweeds, 6 to 8 feet tall, totally hadn't been mowed, I guess, all year. Another thing, Weinberger Road East, we take that road going to Tours Church. There are 2 blind corners. You literally have to pull your car halfway out into the intersection to see if there's a car coming. It's to me, it's a liability to the county. And again, sea canes on that road, on the east end of Weinberger Road, leaning into the road with the bloodweeds. It's just like those 2 or 3 roads have just been abandoned. You get to precinct 2 on County Line Road South, his ditches look like this carpet, mowed, just beautiful. Now, parts of Kirkland Hill Road looks good if the residents mow their ditches. But when you have 6 and 8 foot bloodweeds and the 15, 18 foot sea canes, I don't understand, Mr. Jones. I know you don't get to drive the roads much, but someone should drive the roads and look. And again, last time we were here, you didn't even know that Kirkland Hill Road was in your precinct.
I'm not, that's not.
All right,
I'm
if you could
this is-
if you could summarize and finish up, I meant to tell you there's a 3-minute limit. And we've
Okay.
gone past that, but
I appreciate your time, but you did not know that Kirkland Hill was in your precinct.
Because it was an Axel address. And
Address.
and so but I knew that a long time ago, and we are in the process of getting.
Right.
And it just takes time. We're not the state.
Right.
We're McLennan County. And there's a process that we have to go through, and there's budgetary restraints and things like that.
That's what one of the employees said, but the road base you put on is beautiful, but we're starting to get potholes in the road base already.
And it'll all be remedied.
It will be.
Yeah.
I hope so in January.
So,
Thanks for your time.
thank you.
All right.
Okay, anyone else? Seeing none, we'll go on to under D, under proclamations and resolutions. So this next item has to do with the proclamation recognizing Ascension Providence for the 120th anniversary. So if y'all would, what we're going to do is we're going to have a photo opportunity here. And so if you have a camera that you want to use, Reagan can take the picture. So why don't y'all come? We've always tried to figure out what's the best way to do these pictures, but I think if y'all will come around here behind the commissioners, and once you get here, Dustin, if you'll read the proclamation into the record, and then we will do the pictures.
Yes, sir. Judge, you ready for me to go ahead and start reading?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the McLennan County Proclamation recognizing Ascension Providence's 120th anniversary. Whereas on December 19th, 1904, the Waco Daughters of Charity answered their first call for help, caring for a young boy suffering from malnutrition, beginning a 120-year legacy of service. Whereas on January 11th, 1905, the Waco Businessmen's Club prepared for the dedication of Providence Sanatorium by laying planks from the trolley line to its doors, symbolizing community support from the start. And whereas in 1906, the Providence School of Nursing opened, training 741 nurses before closing in 1960 as community colleges became the preferred educators for nurses. And whereas Providence expanded its mission through the administration of the 30-bed crippled children's hospital in 1948, and later by incorporating pediatric services into its facilities in 1962. And whereas in 1970, construction began on a new Providence Hospital campus, marking a new era of modern care for the community. And whereas in March 1973, Providence physicians performed Waco's first heart catheterization and open heart surgery, establishing a tradition of medical innovation. And whereas in 1989, Providence Health Center opened on a new 20-acre campus in Southwest Waco, later expanding with the 2007 opening of the FM and Gloria Young Tower, home to the Heart Hospital, ICU, and Women's and Newborn Center. And whereas Providence continued advancing care with the 2009 opening of the Breast Health Center, earning national recognition as a diagnostic breast center of excellence in 2021. And whereas the hospital launched its structural heart program in 2018, performing its first TAVR procedure and becoming the only ACC TAVR certified hospital in Texas. And in 2022, expanded maternal and neonatal services with the new Ascension Maternal Fetal Medicine Clinic. And whereas in May 2025, Newsweek honored Ascension Providence with the Best in State Hospital and Patient Experience Awards, recognizing over a century of compassionate care and excellence in service to McLennan County and Central Texas. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the McLennan County Commissioners Court designates November 20th, 2025 as Ascension Providence Hospital 120th Anniversary Day and commends Ascension Providence for 120 years of dedication, innovation, and healing for the people of our community. Be it further proclaimed that a copy of this proclamation be made a permanent part of the minutes of the Commissioners Court. Judge?
Thank you. I think that's the longest I've ever posed.
I think so.
So I want to congratulate Providence, it's my hospital, and all the successes it's had in its long career here in Waco. Fortunately, it was there, and a couple of times I needed it. And being I'm a Catholic, and so you never give confession as true as that one right before you have surgery. So, I know I personally appreciated it myself. So I would make a motion that we approve that proclamation.
Second.
We have a motion. Second, any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass. All right, if you'd like to say a few words, we'll go right ahead.
No, we're just very thankful for the recognition of all the hard work that started 120 years ago with the sisters coming up here, the Daughters of Charity, and answering the call for the Waco businessmen who knew that you needed a hospital and a school if you truly wanted to be a city. So this was their effort to help make sure that Waco became a city. So since then, we've been trying to just grow as McLennan County has grown and continue to create an environment where local residents can come get world-class care and not have to go to some of the big cities around us.
Absolutely.
Yes,
You
sir.
have some folks with you?
I do.
I'm Kara Swink. I'm the Community Relations Manager for Providence. So super happy to be here.
And I'm Robin Tripp. I'm the Executive Director for the Providence Foundation.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank y'all very much, and let's give them a round of applause. Did you get it?
Can we get just like one of maybe like not talking and like looking?
Thank you. All right.
Thank you. I'll be in touch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awesome. Thank you.
Like probably 40.
Being how it was when they opened the doors.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. You know, I was getting smile cramps there for a while. I was so long. Okay, so next is under the consent agenda, there are two recommended pulls are E3A, it's a HR matter for juvenile, and the other one is H3B 1 and 2, HR matter for Judge Peterson. And is there any other recommended pulls? If not, is there a motion to approve those pulls? Approve the consent agenda with the exception of those pulls previously mentioned.
Yes, so move.
Second.
All right, have a motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. All right, Dustin, do you want to go over those two pulled items?
Yes, sir. So we can start with E3A is juvenile detention. And Stacy, did you want to present this?
Yes, I'm coming. This is my last time to present in front of you guys. Anna will be back this week, and we are so excited. It's been an honor. It really has, and you guys have been very patient with me and our office, and so we appreciate you all very much. So this morning, I am bringing before you our juvenile detention department. They have 3 nursing positions, and on October 31st, we had our first LVN retire. And then on November 13th, they had their second LVN retire. So they're down to 1 RN right now. And they are requesting to fill position 1094 on November the 24th. That position did have paid time off approximately through December the 8th. So they're requesting at this time to fill that position early to maintain their operational continuity and to ensure a smooth transition.
All right, any questions?
I make a motion, the decision of the court that we let him fill that position.
Second.
All right, motion made and second. Any other discussion? No discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passed. Thank you,
Thank
Stacy.
you.
Thanks, Stacy.
And you've
Under item E.
done a good job, the whole office, with, Anna being out. And, so we're glad to have her back, but y'all have done a really good job.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
All right.
All right, under item E3B, Office of the Justice of the Peace Precinct 1, Place 2, E3B1 is acceptance of letter of retirement. So Judge Peterson has submitted his letter of retirement effective December 31st, 2025. So what's before y'all today is the acceptance of this letter of retirement. This will create a vacancy in that office, but Judge will remain in there as a holdover until that date of December 31st, 2025. And so that leads into E3B2, was discussion and or action on the vacancy in the Office of the Justice of the Peace Precinct 1, Place 2 office. And so this office was going to be on the March primary ballot anyway, because Judge Peterson's term expires at the end of 2026. So essentially, y'all have a couple of options. You can essentially use this filing period that's open right now until December the 8th, kind of create an applicant pool and then be able to interview those in December if you wanted to. You could name one of those people as to succeed Judge Peterson to fill that unexpired term through the end of December 31st, 2026. That person would then still be running in the March primary and then in the November general election. Alternatively, you could let the election process play out. You could put somebody in that spot that may not have any desires to be in that position long term. And then they would fill that unexpired term through December 31st, 2026. So that's what's before y'all today. We do need to accept that letter of retirement and then just needs that discussion and action on how to handle the vacancy. And you may want to leave it open where you have yourself the options to kind of get through the filing period, can maybe bring all those in and interview, and then you would still have the ability to, if you decided to let the election process play out, you could then just select someone that's not running in that March primary to be in there through the end of Judge Peterson's unexpired term.
Well, first of all, I'd make a motion that we accept Judge Peterson's retirement letter with regrets. He's done a great job. He's been a real partner with the court and the whole judicial system, and we appreciate his many years of service, not only with the county, but years before that with DPS and all those things. So he's a dedicated individual, no doubt.
And a military veteran.
And a military veteran too, which we appreciate. So I made that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. So the next decision to make is how we want to approach filling that spot. I did talk to Judge Hensley, who was concerned about the lap because they're already very busy. Mm-hmm. And so the quicker we can put somebody in that spot, it would pull a lot of pressure off of the JP 1 and 2. And so that would be my suggestion, is to go ahead and make an announcement that we'll take applications. I did think at one time maybe the way is to let people file, but the problem with that is they have to spend the money and not knowing whether they get the spot or not. Maybe that wouldn't be totally fair when you might have 2 or 3 people that are qualified, but one stands out above the other, but the other people that also qualified lost the money that they put into it unless they.
Could the people that did file still be looked at?
Yeah, we could.
Because I think on
So-
Friday there was 2 that is filed for his spot.
So Dustin, what's your knowledge about any filings?
So what I have seen so far, there were 2 in JP1 place 1, but I haven't seen any in place 2, but I could be wrong.
I checked Friday, there is 1
Okay.
that is filed, and probably gonna be another one today or tomorrow, so. But I just wanna make sure
And so-
that those 2 will be eligible to apply
Yeah.
for it also.
Yeah, anybody
So
disqualified.
Judge, my only comment, like on what you just mentioned, the only word of caution with it though is if we accept applications and that person does not file for the spot, they will not be in the March primary, not in the November election, so they cannot continue past the end of December 31st, 2026.
Right, but if we made that selection before the end of the filing period and they were selected, then they could still file to run for reelection, is that right?
Well, the filing period ends December the 8th, so that would be, just the challenge of it would be, you would have to meet, I guess, hold a special meeting or meet on the 2nd, have a short application period, meet on the 2nd, then they would then have to file before the 8th.
Yeah.
8th of December?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And also, would the people that are filing for the place 2,
This is place 2.
okay, what if there's, place 1?
Inslee's
Would
one,
they be able to be allowed into the pile 2?
well, if they live in a district,
Well, they would have
Both of those are
to be in there, the precinct boundaries are the same for place 1 and place 2, but to be considered for place, it goes back to that, if you want to pick somebody that may be in there long-term and be the JP starting on January 1, 2027, they would actually have to file for Pete's open spot for place. They couldn't file for place 1 and then run in the primary in place 2, if that makes sense. So they would actually have to file for place 2.
Okay.
So they're not staggered 1-1 and 1-2
No,
are not
they're all-
staggered?
They're all the same.
They're all the same?
All JPs are at one time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
just like, they'd be on the same cycle we are, presidential.
Theoretically, somebody could be appointed who has
Off
no
year.
interest in running or filing in the March primary, and then their term would expire the end of
It'd be done.
2026.
6. That's right.
And they would just run till the end, and then the person who wins in November then would assume office January 1st,
2027. Yes, sir. So really, there's
different
really 2
scenarios.
options.
2 scenarios.
Kind of what Commissioner Smith just mentioned. You pick somebody that has no desire to be in that position past 12/31/2026. They're not going to file this filing period to run in the March primary. They're not going to be in the November election. Or you choose someone that has filed that is going to then have to win that March primary and then win that November election, essentially.
But they would have the advantage of being the incumbent.
Right.
They-
I would not, I know that, that would just be my desire is to find somebody who's not going to run for reelection to take.
It's gonna be a pretty narrow pool.
It's going to be hard to find though.
And also, it's such a short period of time, you don't want to appoint somebody and they spend that whole period of time trying to learn the job,
Yeah.
and then they're out.
Unless it's somebody who would have experience and know how to do that.
Well, but
There's not many of those
We're-
around.
I was gonna say, we're,
But we don't know until we take applications. When we take applications, we're not going to specify it has to be somebody who is filed in March. We're just going to open it up for applicants, and they can tell us, we'll know if they filed or not, I guess, but.
I would,
We have to wait till
I'd
that.
like to throw out to see if we can do this, but I agree that it needs to be someone that doesn't choose to run. But can we make it someone that has experience, a lawyer or something of that nature, that the learning curve is so much shorter? They could come in and help Diane instead of just going to her and asking questions every day.
And I think a lot of her concern is those nighttime calls that she's going out on.
Yeah.
And that's going to put a lot of burden on her, or that's what I understand. So somebody who has some sort of familiarity with that.
The nighttime calls doesn't necessarily have to be a lawyer, because that's not a lawyer.
That's not my whole point.
On
My
a
point is,
a suspicious
you put
death or
somebody
death.
in there that's useful.
Right.
That's good.
I mean, you put somebody in there that knows zero about being a
Unattended death.
JP, and we've wasted their time.
But
our
what
time.
about this? What about we open up the applicant time period fairly quickly? And in that group, if there's somebody that declared, I will not run if you appoint me, I will not run once my term's up, we could make that selection. But if it wasn't the right person, then we would still have this other backup plan to, let's get somebody that would, it's okay if they run again. They're qualified. You know, we will know them. We'll probably know them or know a lot about them, or we'll get a lot of feedback from people in the community or especially from the legal side, the judicial side.
What's the recourse if they say they're not gonna run, and then all of a sudden they say, I like it, I think, but before December the 8th?
Well, they got till December the 8th to decide.
Yeah.
What if we took applications what if we did through noon on Friday, December the 12th? That gets you past the filing period, and then we could interview during court on Tuesday, December the 16th. Then you'll know. You'll know all these people, they've either filed for office or they have not, and then you can kind of use that as your pool, and then you have other people interested that could be interested in not running for that spot. You will know by that day.
That's a good idea. That's a good point. Yeah.
Then you could choose from that. You'd really have two applicant pools. You'd have those that filed, you'd have a separate one, those that have not filed, and then it comes to the court on the 16th. You interview that entire pool, and then you make your choice, either somebody that's going to have to win the March primary, or somebody that's not going to seek election for that spot.
Yeah, I think that's what I was saying.
Good idea.
It's just a timing deal.
I just want to make sure we're thinking about Diane
Yeah.
in this process.
Sure.
Amen. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get it. We need to get it filled. That does not need to be backed up. It's already, the JPs have kind of got a arrangement about who does what. And we could throw that off quite a bit if we don't get that spot filled. And I think, just a heads up for people that are interested out there, we are going to ask them to commit to do the job as it's described and not change their mind and recreate what it's about after they get into office. So.
Good point.
Okay.
I like Dustin's idea.
You mean my idea that Dustin copied?
I like your idea that Dustin so eloquently explained to us.
Yes, he did. And he put some dates in there that it creates the option that I was looking for, and he did explain it very well. Dustin, I guess what you would need from the court then is a decision. So why don't you state it like the motion needs to be to hit all the points?
Okay, I think we accept applications for the Justice of the Peace Precinct 1, Place 2 office through noon on Friday, December the 12th, with the intent to interview those applicants during court on Tuesday, December the 16th. And then anybody that has filed for that spot will be considered an applicant for the position. Those that have filed will be in the March primary. Those that have not will not be in the March primary, but would be considered to fill Judge Peterson's unexpired term.
Okay. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All right, we have a motion. Second, any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass. Thank you. Okay. Dustin, we have Dr. Lear here today.
Yes, sir. That's item I2C, discussion and/or action regarding funding for maintenance of water improvement districts and flood control structures.
All right. Dr. Lear, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you for the offer to come and talk. Thank you, commissioners. Tawakoni Creek Water Improvement District and Castman Creek Water Association, they're two separate entities.
are co-sponsors with the Commissioners Court and the Natural Resource Conservation Service for 28 flood control structures in McLennan County. And those are primarily located in precincts 2 and 3. Tawakoni Creek watershed encompasses 90.5 square miles, and Casman Creek about 20.5 square miles. 23 of the structures within the Tawakoni and Casman Creek areas are considered to be high hazard by the state, which means in the event of a breach, there would be significant loss of life, habitation loss, property damage loss, and loss to county infrastructure. Casman and Tawakoni districts are funded by a property tax assessment. Tawakoni Creek assessments remain near 2 cents per $100 valuation as a function of land values for over the last 30 years. Casman Creek assessment's been approximately 7 cents per $100 valuation. I've provided a little narrative with a couple of maps to show you the location of these sites and the maintenance activities for 2026. Just to bullet those, we've completed inspections for 25 structures, about a quarter-mile fencing, mechanical brush control for 4 structures, and we've refiled 110 easements to ensure that landowners and title companies are aware of our easements. We've had some encroachment issues in the past where, at the request of the state, all the watershed districts are looking at refiling those easements because they're over 50 years old, and we're just wanting to make sure that everything's transparent and the title companies know that there's easements on the structure. And then we've done brush and weed control for 28 structures, which was about 609 acres. We did those by drone this year, and it was really cost efficient, and I think it did a real good job. We were concerned because of all the rain early in the spring, and it looks like it's controlled it really well.
I watched that one application on site 24, and yeah, that was pretty neat how they did that.
It was, and I'm glad I wasn't flying that drone because I don't think it would have made it back.
Well, being that I live close there, I'm glad you weren't flying it either.
Yeah. Tawakoni District spent about $98,891 on maintenance this year, and Casman $15,000. Historically, the courts granted the districts a stipend to help offset maintenance activity. We realize that's a gift and not a right, and we appreciate your consideration. On behalf of the 2 districts, I'm requesting a reimbursement of $10,000 for Tawakoni, and I've made an error on the narrative I gave you. It should be $1,500 instead of $1,875 for Casman Creek. We appreciate your consideration for that. We enjoyed the relationship we've had in the past.
Dr. Lear, what part of the, how much, so this is $10,000, so it's a reimbursement. Is there additional money that was spent for the same purpose out of y'all's budget?
Well, the district spent the $98,000, and we've got other expenses that we've paid, but this is just for maintenance.
Yeah, okay.
Maintenance work.
Yeah.
And the same with Casman Creek. We've got other expenses. We've got to carry insurance. We've got storage facilities. We've got equipment maintenance and that sort of thing.
Right.
That aren't included in that.
So is the tax, I should know this, but I forgot. Is the tax for just the assets within that specific area?
Oh, it is. There's of the structures, total structures we've got that I've mentioned up here, there are also a number of structures in Limestone, 2 structures in Limestone County and several in Falls County.
Yeah.
Incorrect, in Hill County.
Yeah, Hill County.
And of course, there's a 3rd watershed district, Cal Bayou, which
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for, but they've got 24 structures. So.
Yeah, okay. All right, any questions on that?
So the request is then for 10,000 and 1,500 instead of 1,875?
That is correct.
Okay.
And I'd like to invite any of the commissioners out if, I don't know if you've had a chance to visit the sites, but they are important structures for the county because there's people that live downstream. And, we're doing a rehabilitation on one site. It's $14 million. The county's not paying for it. So, but they're important to the people that live there and also county infrastructure.
That's out in Axtell, right? That
Yes,
one?
sir.
Yes.
Part of it.
Side 24.
Castleman, other area. Judge, my motion would be to approve the request for the total amount of $11,500, I believe would be correct, right? 10,000 plus 1,500.
Yeah, those are for two different indices.
Right,
Yeah.
for both, yeah.
That's correct.
For both Tawakoni Creek and Castleman Creek watersheds.
All right. I'll second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, Dustin?
Judge, if it's okay, we have Jared for item M3. This is authorization of McLennan County election precinct changes, and I'm going to screen share.
Morning.
Morning, how are y'all? Good. Yeah, so we had talked about this earlier this year. We're gonna redraw some of the election precinct lines. We're doing this to make sure that we're staying in compliance with the Texas Election Code as far as the number of registered voters that reside within one election precinct, so that cannot exceed 5,000. We also looked at some that were approaching or quickly approaching the 5,000 mark. And I think there was about 6 changes we're making here. These changes are not going to affect or interfere with the recent commissioner district changes. What we're looking at doing is precinct 51. We're going to be splitting that into 2. We're going to create a new precinct 93. That's in the West Waco area. So we're going to be splitting, or excuse me, we're going to move part of precinct 54 into precinct 44's territory. To help reduce the number of voters in 54. We're going to be splitting 63, that's in the West Waco area near McGregor. We're going to split that one in half and create a precinct 92. We're going to be moving precinct 78 into precinct 55's territory. 55, that's near Hewitt. That's a very quickly growing area, so that should reduce that. We're going to move part of 79 into 78's territory since we're moving 78 around. That's kind of near McGregor. And then we're going to finally split precinct 81 to create precinct 94. That's up near the China Spring, north of Waco. So those changes should, keep us in that limit. And I just need y'all to approve it. So if y'all have any questions, please let me know.
All right, any questions?
3 new precincts then.
Yes.
Quickly, the majority of these are in West Waco, correct?
Correct.
Out in the western end.
Yeah.
Which just goes to prove the theory that we were talking about during budget and everything else, the growth where it's at. And making sure that we start taking the appropriate actions.
Roads and people.
Yeah, most of them are in your territory. Even the one like up in China Spring, that's in your territory as well. So
For a little while.
Okay. Any other questions?
Give me a bad look.
Motion to approve the election precinct changes as recommended.
Second.
All right, I have a motion, second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passed.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Jerry.
If it's okay, we have Amy Lowry on. She's about to head into a court session. We have item K2 and K3. K2 is regarding the Texas Veterans Commission Fund Veterans Assistance Grant Program, authorization of FY 2027 grant application, and K3 is regarding the Office of the Governor Criminal Justice Division Specialty Courts Grant Program, authorization of grant award for mental health court.
K2, K3. Okay,
K2 and K3.
thank you.
So Amy?
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Right. So for your discussion, I've got the Texas Veterans Commission grant. This is for fiscal year 26-27. Grant application, the request is $165,000. This is our 6th grant that will be funded through the Texas Veterans Commission, which if funded, this will save our taxpayers a total of $785,000 just for this, the Veterans Treatment Court through this funder alone. So that's very exciting. This grant will provide veterans treatment services to our veterans, staff training, supplies, substance abuse treatment, such as inpatient supportive residential and withdrawal management services, substance abuse detection, and financial assistance such as utilities, rent, mortgage, and vehicle repairs for our veterans. So very exciting things happening for the Veterans Treatment Court. So that's one grant.
Okay.
And then the second one is our mental health court grant funded through the Office of the Governor Public Safety Office. This grant application was approved by the court back in February, and we just received notice of that grant award for $213,012.03. And that the grant cycle actually started September 1, but they just now sent out the grant awards. So this grant will provide mental health court services, salary for staff, substance use treatment, pay for our doctoral student for the mental health court, outpatient counseling, drug testing, inpatient psychiatric treatment, staff training and supplies. So lots of great stuff for our mental health court. So we're very fortunate to have grant funding that offsets the support that we have from our commissioners court, which we're super grateful for. But this funding just allows us to really expand our services. So just asking the court to look at both the application for Texas Veterans Commission and also accept the award for mental health court.
Okay, any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for Amy? All right, what's the pleasure of the court?
Motion to approve K2, the grant application for veterans assistance, and included in that motion would be the approval of the grant award for the specialty courts.
And that's K3.
K3.
All right.
Second.
There's a motion and second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those pass. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
We can move back up to item F, bids, RFPs, RFQs. F1 is authorization of quotes, proposals from SHI Government Solutions. F1A is regarding managed engine service desk licenses, subscriptions for jail maintenance and maintenance of equipment. And F1B is regarding Wasabi cloud storage subscription. John?
Yeah, so F1A, excuse me, this is part of the solution to move maintenance of equipment and jail and maintenance of equipment under the current ticketing system that we use, Manage Engine. It'll make it easier for everyone, and it's cheaper. The cost there, $2,162.76, and F1B, excuse me, is just a renewal for the cloud service, Wasabi Cloud Storage, where we store our data for backups. And that 1-year renewal is $14,954.70. And the first item, sorry, was not included in the budget, but there are sufficient funds to cover that in the budget. And the second one was included in the FY26 budget.
Okay.
They've both been recommended for approval.
All right, questions?
Motion to approve F1A and F1B.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
Item F2 is authorization of invoice from Bridgewood Properties for real estate appraisal report. This is an invoice from Bridgewood totaling $2,400, and it goes along with item J1, and it's a real estate appraisal report for that Central Park Drive property we discussed. And then while I'm here, I'll cover J1 really quickly, if that's okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry I'm getting to it. So J1 is authorization of commercial contract, unapproved property, approximately 23,200 square foot in the Thomas Swanson Edition, Part 2, City of Waco, Central Park Drive. So this is a commercial contract for the sale of this unapproved county property. It was old right-of-way at 481 Texas Central Park for a sale price of $82,000. This has been reviewed as recommended for approval. Jim Peavy is our realtor in this transaction, so this will get us under contract. So we just need a motion to approve, if the court's willing, item F2 and J1.
All right, any questions on those? If not, I'll make a motion to approve F2 for the payment of the appraisal, and a motion on J1 for the contractor sale for a sales price of $82,000 even.
Second.
All right, motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
F3 is authorization of quote with GTS Technology Solutions for Commvault Cloud Backup and Recovery Software Solution for Microsoft 365 Enterprise. John?
Yes, this was originally approved by Commissioners Court, but on the 4th of November, but we had some wrong numbers in there. Just wanted to correct that for the court. The agreement through the vendor, the total was previously misstated as $45,991. The actual total is $59,557.
This is included in the budget and can be covered, although it's above the budget number, it can be covered by the savings that we have of $106,000 on our VMware renewal, same line item.
Okay. What's the pleasure of the court?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion second, any other discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, under item G, contracts and interlocal agreements, G1, if we could defer this again, that's the agreement on the base.
I'd make a motion, we defer.
Second.
Have a second. Any other discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
G2 is authorization of interlocal cooperative agreement with City of Moody for road work. Commissioner Perry?
Yeah, I was wondering, I don't
Sorry,
think
that should be Commissioner Smith.
that's a mismatch
I was
of
gonna
city commissioner.
Listen, I wanted 1 year, not 3 more.
I was to tell you about that when I looked at it.
They just need 3 loads of patching material and the labor involved with it, and we've agreed to provide both, so we just need to approve the interlocal
Thanks.
agreement. That's my motion.
I think Smith was trying to slide one over on the floor.
I just about paid for 3 loads of patching material and didn't even know it.
Well, on the proclamation, I was D.L. Smith a while ago, so I mean, it's in the air.
I'm working hard.
He's working hard
I'm working
over
hard
here.
over here on this side.
You made a motion, correct?
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, motion made, second, any other discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
G3 is authorization of interlocal agreement with County of Burnett, County of Coryell, and County of Williamson for Heart of Texas Auto Theft Task Force Motor Vehicle Crime Prevention Authority Grant. Major Ives?
Yes, this is a renewal for the Heart of Texas Auto Theft Task Force grant where they pay for an investigator. There is a county match that's listed in your packet. It's approximately $18,000. They pay the rest of that salary. This is a grant, but nonetheless, this is an MVCPA funded ordeal where anyone who fund insurance policies in the state of Texas. So it's a very stable grant for us and has been for years.
Okay, any questions?
Make a motion to approve G3.
I had a motion, second, any other discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
Thank you.
G4 is authorization of interlocal agreement with City of Robinson for conveyance of concrete barricades. And Commissioner Smith, I believe we can pull this with no action. Is that correct?
Is that correct, Amy? No action?
Oh, with no action, okay.
So you can put my name on it next week? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, we're gonna use y'all's.
G5.
G5 is authorization of agreement quote with Sinary Cybersecurity for Know Before Security Awareness Training subscription. John?
Dang, John.
Sorry, yes, this is just it's a yearly renewal for our Know Before cybersecurity. That's the training we use to satisfy the Texas HB, forgot the number requirement for
Whatever it is.
cybersecurity. But anyway, the total this year, $14,580, and this was included in the budget.
All right, I'll make a motion we approve.
Second?
Motion been made and second, any other discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
G6 is authorization of agreement quote with Tyler Technologies for biometric reader for county jail. John?
Yeah, so this is for the jail, so they have another time clock, it's a biometric time clock, and it's used for the time and attendance installation we do. We originally ordered 2 for them, 1 for each of the jails, but they have a separate entrance that several people come through, so they need another one so they don't get bottlenecks. That total is $2,595 for the cost, and then the annual maintenance is $260. And it is going to be charged to the Sheriff's Office General Fund.
Okay, I'll make a motion we approve.
Second?
Motion made and second, any other discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
G7 is authorization of Apex subscription orders, subscription agreements with GTS Technology. G7A is regarding the primary file server system, and G7B is regarding failover file server system. John?
Yes, so the reason we're bringing this was a capital request and was approved in the budget. But the way they're doing the payments, we wanted to make sure that we brought this to court for recording, if nothing else. It does have to be approved, but the total there, so it's a primary file server and the secondary, or the failover the file system. It's replacing our Isilon file servers. They have to be replaced because of age and they're failing as well. The total there We wanted to correct that too. The total for all 5 years is $215,086.20 each for each of the servers, so 2 times that. And then the actual maintenance for each year is for the $43,017.24 or $86,034.48 for 2026. And it has been recommended for approval.
All right, any questions? Not, I'll make a motion we approve.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any other discussion? No other discussion?
Question.
Yeah.
How does that represent a savings of $593,000 over 5 years? Just difference in the maintenance?
It's different in the original. So when we came to budget, we had a different solution in mind.
Okay.
And we saw that we needed the backup solution, so that in order to get both of those in, and we hadn't budgeted for the backup, we changed to this solution, which saved us that much over 5 years, $593,000.
That's a large savings. That's great.
Yes, quite a bit. Our guys, the systems guys did a great job in shopping for this stuff.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions? Now we have motion second. Any, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, pass.
G8 is authorization of cloud services agreement and related quote with Liftoff LLC for Microsoft Office 365 licenses. John?
Yes, so this is our 3rd year of the 3-year agreement, and this is where we're moving the last 150 or so folks over to the G3 licenses for Liftoff, for Microsoft 365 through Liftoff. The total there, $392,452.56 is our renewal cost, and it's $2,452.56 over the budgeted amount, but we do have the funds in that line to cover that amount. That's due to the Copilot licenses, which we did last year after we created the budget. It is recommended for approval.
All right, any questions?
No question, comment. I've made this comment before. When I retire, I'd like to be in charge of naming these. If I could get those companies to let me come up with names for them. Motion to approve, Judge.
Absolutely.
All right, have motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, pass.
G9 is authorization of agreement with Solid IT Networks for Fortinet support firewall for elections.
Yes, this is just a renewal of the firewall. Now, we're replacing this, so we're co-terming this to terminate with all the other firewalls we have in the county. So the 1-year renewal on this is $642.20, and is recommended for approval.
All right, I'll make a motion we approve.
Second.
Motion made second. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, pass.
Thank you all.
Thank you, John.
G10 is authorization of second industrial business grant with Messer LLC. So what's before y'all today is Messer is going to construct a second air separation unit at their McGregor facility. They've actually purchased an additional 57 acres in the industrial park from the city. This is estimated to be completed by 2030. McGregor is committed to providing water infrastructure on the site. McGregor is entering a similar agreement to ours. What's before you today is a 10-year industrial business grant. It reimburses 50% of the personal property taxes paid annually over the term of the agreement. And Chris has included in the packet the ROI. Shows a 2-year payback period. Mike has drafted this IBG based off McGregor's, and it is recommended for approval.
Yeah, that's a really good return on investment and a quick payback. It's well within what our expectations are. And I would make a motion we approve.
Second.
I have motion second. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, pass.
And Judge G11 needs to be pulled with no action.
All right, G11 pulled with no action.
And G12 is authorization of interlocal cooperation agreement with the City of West for road work.
This is not road work. This is brush, letting the City of West bring brush to our burn pile 1 day a week.
All right, I make a motion we approve.
Second.
Motion made second. Any other discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, pass.
All right, and Judge, I'm going to read the next few items for Amy, then I'm going to have to step out.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Go ahead anytime you
Under
need.
H, capital improvement, construction projects, H1's regarding Chapel Road Improvement Project. H1A is authorization of professional service invoice from Langerman Engineering. H1B is authorization of application for payment number 21 from Kasperian Underground doing business as H&B Contractors. H1C is authorization of work order or work change directive number 4 from Kasperian Underground. So Amy?
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
The first item before you is just a monthly invoice for Langerman for doing testing for the Chapel Road improvement. So we're getting close to the end.
Yeah,
Yay, yay. So that's just a standard invoice. The next one is the monthly invoice from Kasperian for their pay draw for the month. We still have a balance to finish of 3.3 million after we pay this invoice, but they've been doing a lot of paving, so they're going to spend that money out pretty quickly. They are projecting to have the majority of the paving done before Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know if this weather that's coming in is going to delay us, but otherwise they were going to hit it as hard and as fast as they
And
could.
if you get a chance, I mean, it's an amazing project. They did incredibly good work on that.
I'm on speed because that's what the neighborhood expects.
That's what everybody's doing.
After having traveled it a couple times, I can understand why.
Y'all don't pay attention back there in the back patrol.
Some low-hanging fruit, fellas.
The next one should make you really happy. This is a work change directive for paving for Farm Miller and Hambleton. There was a $350,000 contingency in the contract, and the price is coming in underneath that at 216. So we'll still have 83,000 left in our contingency that we will not have spent to get this work done. And they're going to do that as soon as they finish the mainline paving on Chapel. They're going to drop back and do this other paving because it's a slightly different operation than what they're doing right now. But as long as they're mobilized in the area, that's what they're going to do. Next one is South Old Bruceville, tributary over Panther Creek. This is just our invoice for Langerman Engineering for the start of their doing the testing up on that new bridge project that we're doing up in Precinct 3. The next one, and I think the last one I have for you this morning, is a payment to JH Contracting for South Old Bruceville project. I know we have an outstanding issue there, but we can still pay this invoice and we don't have to worry. We have one more invoice to pay with them. And then we'll be dealing with retainage, and we'll come back and talk to you about what we want to do at that point in time.
Okay. All right, are there any questions about any of those that she went over? If not, what's the pleasure of the court?
So we're H1A through H2B, right?
Yes, sir.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, have a motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's see, I think next would be item under H3 regarding the McLennan County Justice Peace Precinct 5 addition, authorization of payment application number 2 from HCS Incorporated. And Ken's not here, but TJ, were you gonna talk about it?
Yes, sir. I'll go ahead and cover it for him.
Thank
Good
you.
morning, everyone.
Morning.
So this is pay application number 2 for HCS and the addition that we're doing over at JP5. We've gone through and reviewed this, as well as Daryl Vickers with STV. Everything is on the up and up, so we recommend it for approval.
All right, any questions? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So move. Second.
Motion made and second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. All right, under H3 is authorization of professional service invoice with Langerman Engineering, invoice number 31966. TJ?
This is an invoice for the material testing that goes along with that project. We also recommend this one for approval. They have found no deficiencies in the project so far.
All right. What's the pleasure of the court?
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion made and second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. Thank you, TJ. All right, under I is the budget amendments. I1's regarding the FY25 budget. Francis?
Yes, sir.
So, starting with the 2025 budget amendments, I-1A is Fund 421, our 2021 bond proceeds. This is an amount for the Old Springfield Road project. We used ARPA for that project, but this is the amount, it's right under $2,300 that fell out of the budget under ARPA. And so we're asking it to come from these bond proceeds to complete that project. I-1B, this is a cleanup budget amendment for general fund for operating lines. And so there are various lines there that go over for various reasons. I'm happy to answer any questions on any of those. But we find line items that have excess funds in the general fund to clean those up, since of course we are after the fact and the year is complete. I-1C, this is also a cleanup line item in general fund. This is for personnel lines. And so as you all know, we do budget personnel with a 96% vacancy factor. So we pull out 4%, knowing that we will have vacancies in total. Because our departments are all various sizes. Of course, small departments are more likely to go over, large departments are more likely to have an excess. So at year end, this is something we anticipate, but we have to look at personnel as a whole and then we clean up those lines. And so this is moving within personnel lines to make all of the lines not over budget for financial reporting purposes. There also are some increases included in here for the judicial salary increases that went into effect September 1st. So that affected all your county court at law judges, district judges, and our county judge.
That would be called a mandate, which, by the way, is
100%.
unfunded.
Yes, sir. I-1D, this is General Fund, Road and Bridge 3, needing to increase road construction materials and other services in that department. They are moving from other lines within the Road and Bridge departments. And then I-1E, this is General Fund, Sheriff departments, and this is to clean up the cell and radio service line item and the other services and charges line items for 2025. And so they are moving within another department under their umbrella.
Okay, if there's no questions for any of those items, is there a motion to approve I-1A through I-1E?
So move.
Second.
All right, have a motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
Okay, and then I have two budget amendments for 2026. So I-2A, this is Fund 419, our 2019 Certificate of Obligation proceeds. And this is to increase the project line for Patton Branch Road. And so there was a Langerman proposal that you approved in October, and this was to cover materials testing for that project. And then I-2B, General Fund, Road and Bridge 3, and this is a request to move within that department to increase the capital outlay line, and this is directly related to tariff charges that exceeded the original quote that we budgeted for. And so that was I-2A and B, Judge.
Okay, excuse me. All right, any questions on those? If not, I'll make a motion, we approve I-2A and I-2B.
Second.
All right, if motion second, any other discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. All right, okay, I-2D is authorization of launch purchase for Central Texas Water Alliance meeting. Oh, lunch. It wasn't a launch, it was a lunch. Pull with no action on that one. No action.
Failure to launch.
All that talking and there's pull with no action. All right, under I-2E is McLennan County Community Supervision and Corrections Department. Call on John Carter.
So this item was approved in the budget. However, once we got the final quote to go forward, the prices had gone up as they did on a couple of the camera projects. It increased $1,416 to $63,357. So we would just need approval for that amount to go forward. It is recommended for approval, and again, was in the capital budget.
Okay, all right, any questions? If not, I'll make a motion, we approve I2E.
Second.
Have a motion second, any other discussion? No discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose, pass. All right, I think we're into,
K1.
K1 is regarding the U.S. Department of Treasury. K1A is regarding professional consulting contract addendums with Lockwood, Andrews, and Newman. This is authorization, invoice number, invoice totaling $7,596 for expenses related to the ARPA engineering monitoring.
Judge, motion to approve the invoice from LAN.
Yeah. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, pass. All right, going to item L, Department Offices and Specific Requests under L1 Specialty Court, authorization, order accepting donations. This is order accepting following donation specialty court for the order, which is a gift card in the amount of, what is it?
$100.
$100.
20 Black Rifle gift cards at $5 a piece.
Yeah, yeah. Is there, what?
Motion to accept the donation.
Second.
That motion second, any discussion? No discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, pass. Under M, M1's authorization regarding the county appointment of alternate director for the Waco McLennan County Economic Development Corporation, requesting that we appoint Dustin Chapman. We haven't had this before, but if any one of the members were out, then we could not take any action. And so we thought after 20 years like this, decided we better have an alternate. And so we recommended Dustin Chapman be my alternate because he stays on top of all these and keeps tabs of these different projects and would have the most knowledge about it. So I'd make a motion, we approve the alternate director appointment of Dustin Chapman for WIMDEC.
Second.
Have a motion second, any other discussion? No discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, pass. Under M2 regarding the local provider participation fund, Heather?
Yes,
Morning.
sir. Good morning. Do you want me to read them, Judge?
Yes, please.
So we have three. The first one's M2A, authorization of intergovernmental transfer of funds derived from the County Healthcare Provider Participation Fund to provide the non-federal share of supplemental payment program known as uncompensated care, authorized under the state Medicaid plan, to fund payments that are dedicated for payments to hospitals. This one is the uncompensated care demonstration year 10 redistribution IGT. The amount requested is $233,266.17 with a due date of December 1st, a settlement date of December 2nd. And as always, we would request to IGT up to the balance in the LPPF on that day. Do you want me to move on to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
M2B is for the RAPS program, program year 5, final IGT. Total requested amount is $207,546.79 with the due date of Wednesday, November 19th and a settlement date of November 20th. Again, requesting to IGT up to the balance in the LPPF on that day. And the third one is M2C, and this is for the CHIRP program, year 5, final IGT. Amount requested is $12,326,432.88 with the due date of Thursday, November 20th and a settlement date of Friday, November 21st. Again, requesting to approve up to the balance in the LPPF on the day of transfer.
All right, any questions? What's the pleasure of the court?
Motion to approve M2A, M2B, and M2C.
Second?
All right, I have a motion second. I need a second. No, I do have a second, I'm sorry. If there's no questions, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, passed. Thank you. All right, under M4's discussion or action regarding the county Christmas event. So let's see, TJ or Francis, you want to go over it, or?
Yes, I can talk some about the financial side, and then if TJ wants to talk a little bit about the details.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But for our annual employee Christmas event, we still have about $4,500 remaining from prior year contributions that we're holding for this purpose. And then we already have about $3,500 in pledges for this year. In addition to that, this year we are requesting approval from the court to use county funds for the costs specifically related to the meals for the county employees. So of course the cost will be modest and reasonable, and it will only apply to employees, not guests. So we'll use those contributions for any cost outside the meals for employees. We are asking the court to approve the cost for up to 1,000 employees, which would be close to our employee count. But based on estimates and then those current funds that we have, we estimate this may be about a $5,000 cost to the county. And so that's what we're asking you to approve today. We do deem this allowable. Its predominant purpose is recognition of service for our employees, and then it would fall under a de minimis benefit. It's infrequent, it's reasonable, equally distributed, and it serves a county purpose for service recognition, so.
RSVPs right now are, what, 225, 250? Dustin told me this morning, but I forgot the number, but just FYI. TJ, you have any information on details, further details?
No, so as most of you are aware, we've booked the Extraco Event Center. We're just going to plan on a simplistic, nice, quiet dinner where folks can mingle and talk and just enjoy each other's company. So right now we're working with Heart of Texas Catering. Looks like chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, green beans, and of course chicken tenders and stuff for the kids. So it should make for a really nice meal.
Okay, good. Any questions or comments? All right, mark it on your calendar. Is there a motion to approve recommended action?
So move.
Second.
Have motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. All right, under N, nothing on item N. Under O, McLennan County Downtown Jail Remodel. This is authorization application for payment, partial payment number 1. And TJ, are you going to cover this?
Yes, sir. So this is payment application number 11. We've reviewed it along with Brinkley Sargent. We find it to be right in line with where they are construction-wise, so we do recommend it for approval.
All right, any questions? If not, is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve pay application number 11 from John W. Irwin Construction.
Second.
All right, motion made and second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. All right, under O2 regarding McLennan County, excuse me. Yeah, this is the professional service agreement proposal from Langerman Foster Engineering. TJ, anything specific on this?
No, sir. This is invoice 31917, goes along with the pay application up above. All the materials were tested. We found no deficiencies, so that's a very good thing.
Yes. Good. All right, any questions or comments? If not, is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the invoice number 31917 with Langerman Engineering.
Second.
All right, have motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. All right, anything else that we haven't covered?
That's everything.
Got everything? Okay. Is there anything else to come before the court today? If not, we stand adjourned.